So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys just wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. CrazyCatLady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. Looks like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it. Alright, hi everyone. So both these episodes were really good. The Creature Commandos episode 5, I think we're on. Hard to keep track of all these episodes. I think we're on episode 6 for What If. Both of them, I like both of them. So let's start with Creature Commandos first. This is Frankie's episode, Frankenstein. I am still trying to remember how the book goes and how this is referencing the original story that happened. And let me fix my microphone first. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I like this. It did have a lot of references to the original Frankenstein story. Do want to show you guys a couple things before I end this video, because I got a couple Christmas presents that I love. So, let me do that right now. Okay, so show and tell time, guys. We got one of the DuckTales volumes right here. It's a bit flash. We got Darkwing Duck. We got another DuckTales one. We got Darkwing Duck right here. And we got Chip and Dale. Another DuckTales. Barnum Sherman. So, wait, this one's definitely gonna come up soon and on a history stuff, and I do have the movie over there too. And I already reviewed this, but I do love this movie. This is my second favorite genie, even though it's not even the same exact genie, but yeah. So that's my Christmas present from one of my sisters. Alright, so we'll get back to what I was talking about. So, Creature Command, this is, like I said, this is a Frankenstein episode. And, after he gets beat up by the bride, he goes down the river and gets saved by a blind old lady and her dog, and gets, his wounds treated by them and gets straight back to health. And then, he has, like, a good little relationship with her. I kind of didn't like the ending, what happens here. Especially the fact that the dog couldn't stop it. He ends up killing her because he's gonna go leave and try to go back with the bride and do that montage that we saw. And he ends up killing the old lady, even though the old lady is trying to stop and telling him that she does not love you. Stay here, have a good life. The bride does not love you because you probably told her everything what happened between her and the bride and Victor. So yeah, between him and the bride and Victor. So yeah. And he takes the dog with him because the dog is apparently good at hunting. Even though we never see the dog again in any of the montages, so I don't know what happens to the dog. It makes me kind of scared for this episode. But yeah, I did like the relationship between them. I still didn't like how it ended. It was pretty good. And like it did teach him like to appreciate somewhat of life, but I just didn't like the fact that he ends up killing her at the very end. Let's now talk about what happens in present day now that sad story is over. Now in the book there is a blind guy in the book. I guess you can count the dog as the little boy too. So that's why I think that's what reminded me of reference that part of the book of Frankenstein. So let's talk about what happens in present day. Clayface and Frankenstein and Rick Flag Sr. go and watch the professor that we saw last episode, the one who told everybody that Cersei's clairvoyant and that she is really good at telling the future kind of stuff, is at the school teaching classes. And she's like hitting on one of her students weirdly and not paying attention to what she's saying, because she's asking her about Themyscira. Why do they have to make that word so hard to pronounce? And when she goes back home, she goes home to play a video game, and both Clayface and keep on saying Clayface, keep on giving it away. Frankenstein and Reflex Senior follow her home. There's a cat there. Thank God nothing happens to the cat. Why does it have to be pets everywhere? It's like, so they're so darn cute. Leave the pets alone. And when the professor puts on the video game, she turns into Clayface. So, and we also see the professor's dead body in her room. So Clayface killed her and took her form here. So Rick Flag is gonna tell tell Waller if he, I don't know how he survives this, because he gets pretty damaged up. But he's supposed to show up in a couple movies. So he's supposed to show up in Superman, and he gets beat up pretty badly in this movie, in this episode. So I don't understand, how is he still alive? How did he survive that? Clayface does what Bane does to Batman to an older guy. What? He breaks his back. Older guys are not supposed to survive that. And Frankenstein electrocutes him and beats him that way. Gets really hounded at him and tells him, I'm supposed to know what to tell the bride, like, stop stalking her, that's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, like, that's how that story ends. And now technically the C story, this episode, where they're gonna go fight the princess's army again, because Waller told him to go and kill the princess, is what she saw last week in the vision, and they end up fighting. Rick calls the princess before he gets injured, and warns her, and they tell Alexi what happened, and Lexi ends up getting killed for it because of Dr. Frosper. Finally, we know how to say that guy's name. Kills him. Damn, I really like that guy. And then we have a bunch of them fighting against them, and the bride. Mostly, it's the bride and Dr. Frosper doing this fight, because Nina and the Weasel kind of run off and don't get involved. And I do really like Dr. Frosper's attacks in here. Like he takes all his clothes off and they take on a tank. It's a really cool shot. And the fact that the bride's able to still fly even with taking the army's guns and like shooting it back at them. The episode ends with all of them being separated, basically. And that's not knowing if Rick's gonna make it, but we know he is, because he's in the next Superman movie. So I did like this episode, even though it did kind of made me a little bit confused, and I didn't like how the Frankenstein episode story didn't end. So I did like it. So I'm gonna give it like a I do want to do an 8, but it really has to do like 7.5. I'll do 7.5. So now let's talk about the What Ifs episode on this, and this one was pretty good also. This one is basically Wild West time. Yeehaw! Everybody. And we'd see Shang-Chi and Kate Bishop in this, not Clint. But we get to see those two, and they're going after the Hood, who we find out is actually Shang-Chi's sister, and they're like hypnotizing a bunch of people that are other races, like people would not care about, by using this guy's old-fashioned hand watch that plays music and hypnotizes people. Now there's a little boy who is one who doesn't hear the music because he hid, and he's supposed to die in this episode, but the Watcher ends up saving him, because this kid's really good doing karate, but he's able, because he gets away from them, but he ends up almost getting killed, but the Watcher saves him, and we get to see a bunch of like fighting parts in here, and the guy who has the hand watch almost tries to kill Kate, but the little boy like rings the bell, because at the beginning of the episode it starts off with them shooting at John Walker shooting a gun at the bell in order to like get John to show up, and then he like throws his hat up in the air, and then he does the whole karate stuff, and he does that here with his sister, but his sister ends up getting killed by Kate, and she did not know it was his sister, but he blames the original Hood on this, who we don't know who that is. We don't know whose hood this is. I'm guessing it looks like, because the way it looks, the fact that it blows away at the end of this episode, it reminds you of Doctor Strange's cape in a way. The guy who tried to kill Kate ends up getting arrested after the bell rang, because the bell is what knocks people out of the trance. And the little boy's dad ends up being knocked out of the trance too. And the episode also ends with the Watcher being obtained for interfering with the time stream thing again. Because he saved 2 people now in the episodes. He saved the little boy, and he also saved Reed Williams in the last episode. So we'll find out what happens in the next episode to him, because the Watchers of the Watchers, the Watcher, this is too many Watchers, and so yeah, like the Watcher's boss is gonna punish him for what he did. So this one I'm probably gonna give like 9 out of 10. So both these episodes are really good. Go watch them. One's on HBO, and one's on Max, one's on Disney Plus. So bye bye everybody. Hope you guys had a great Christmas, and Happy New Year is coming up soon. So yeah, bye bye. Like, share, and subscribe, because I am almost at 900 people. Please get me up to 900 before this end of the year, guys. I have so many people who are not subscribed to me, so please do it. Bye bye.